So I just want to show you Stripe, my Stripe account, okay? This, I don't know if you can see it. Let me refresh here. This is what I've been able to generate in the last week alone. So if you look at today's revenue, this is what I've done for the day, okay? So in this last week alone, I've generated over $14,000 just from my agency. And it's through a certain business model that many of you probably have not come across yet. And if you've been in the agency space for quite some time, maybe you've watched a couple of Iman Gaji YouTube videos, maybe you've watched a couple of other Joe Kaplan videos or some SMMA, get rich quick, then you probably have came across, how to start an SMMA or a marketing agency. And maybe you've done it. Maybe you have done it for like a couple of weeks, maybe a couple of months, maybe even a year or two, and seen some or little success with it. And I have been, and I'm speaking to this from my heart, that I was in this exact same stage. I've been in it for actually over 3 years, and I don't think I ever hit a 10K week. And it wasn't a K until I started this business model, which generated me $14,400, I believe. Let me just check again. $14,000 in the last week alone. And that is a personal branding agency. You heard it correct. A personal branding agency. Mark my word that you will start seeing these personal branding agencies pop up left, right, and center within the next couple of months, within the next year or so. And by the time that you actually have gotten to see them, then the competition would have actually got to it. Now, what exactly is a personal branding agency? All these guys like Iman, Grant Cardone, Alex Hormozy, they kind of pioneered the personal branding space in the US, but there's a lot of different areas in the world where a bunch of personal brands are popping up, and everyone and their mother right now wants a personal brand, but no one knows how to build it. And this is exactly where I come into play. Now see, I didn't really I didn't craft this as an offer. I actually came to it by accident. I was actually running the entire marketing department for a real estate entrepreneur. And it wasn't until I did a couple of his videos and they kind of blew up. And that's how I came across to this business model, which actually generates revenue for the person. And it's not just a business. So how does the personal branding agency work? Rather than working on a business and growing their social media, for example, rather than running ads for a business to generate them leads, or rather than working on a business to grow its own social media, you work with the person. So my clientele ranges from entrepreneurs, founders, CEOs, business owners, doctors, lawyers, industry professionals. And rather than growing their own business, you grow their own account and you work on their personal brand. So you basically make them an influencer in their own industry, in their specific niche. And the reason this works so well is because nowadays, people don't really care about a brand. They care about the face behind the brand. Perfect example, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos. You think people would still be buying Teslas if they didn't know who Elon Musk was? Perfect example, the Chinese cars that are making replicas of Tesla and other electric cars, but no one really gives a shit about them because Tesla is Tesla because of Elon Musk, right? The same concept applies to personal branding with founders. So my line of work, my agency works with founders, business owners, personal brands, entrepreneurs to grow their own personal brand, and you make them an influencer in their specific industry. And the beautiful thing about it is all it requires is your iPhone. We figure out exactly what they need, exactly what they want, how to speak to their target audience, what their target audience wants, what's their pain points, what's their desires, and we craft out all of the contents, the content scripts, the content calendar, and from then on, all you do is take one day out of your month, you shoot them the content, and you handle the rest of actually getting up their reels, their YouTube videos, their short form content on all of the platforms. And that is a market that has yet to be disrupted. And mark my word, you're going to find multiple personal branding agencies come up in the next few months. Now, it's been working very well for me and my clients and our agency because it's an untapped industry. While everyone and their mother is rushing to help businesses acquire leads or help med spas acquire more leads for their own business, we go directly to headhunt the whales. And we work directly with the CEOs, the founders, the people who actually need this, but they don't have the time. And this is the beautiful thing. I call it the contentpreneur's dilemma, where a founder who actually is working on the business. They have a lot of information. They've gone through years of experience, years of hell to build themselves and build up their reputation to where it is right now. They don't have time to focus on content. The other people that are posting content online are people you wouldn't really take life or business advice from, right? Because they're focused only on making content. This is where we come in. This is where we bridge that gap with taking their knowledge, putting it out online, and that person reaps its rewards tremendously by tenfold. Because rather than a lead engaging with a business, the lead engages directly with the founder or the business owner or the CEO. This is the most unsaturated business model of 2024 and 2025 again. I can't recommend it enough. I haven't been making videos at all. I'm sure if you go through my profile, you'll see that I haven't been making any videos at all about this because I've been busy running my agency. And I've got enough clients right now to where I can start talking about it, talking about videos, and I've automated a lot of it to the point where I can actually take some time off my hands. Again, the only thing you need to get started with this business model is an iPhone and a brain. If you've got those two, and some Wi-Fi connection, of course. If you've got those three, then you're pretty much good to go. Because you're taking someone who's already established within a certain industry and you're making them an influencer or a market leader within that industry, but online. Every one of my clients has blown up. And it's for good reason, because they already have the knowledge, but they don't know how to make good content. This is exactly where we step in. Now, this is one of my first couple YouTube videos, so I'm just kind of spitting out some facts, left, right, and center. You let me know exactly what questions they may have about this business model, because it is a cash flow machine. It's 100% a cash cow. And if you're still struggling to sign on more clients for your agency or SMMA, or you don't know whether to start a web design agency or a high ticket growth operator or whatever term that they're using right now, then you don't want to miss this out, because mark my word again, in the next couple of months you will find multiple personal branding agencies that pop up. And this is your time to conquer. It's your time to take over. And if you're a founder, business owner, entrepreneur, or a CEO, then show me a message and we can definitely scale your personal brand. Or if you're looking for some guidance on how to start this business model, then you can shoot me over a DM on my Instagram. I'll link it down below, or you can book in a call with me.